Welcome to What to Post. For those of you all who do not know me, I'm Karma Ovikio, BKA, better known as KO, the knockout specialist of social media. Let's jump right on into it. Thursday, April the 11th, is National Barber Quartet Day, National Barbershop Quartet Day. Now, if you're a barber or someone in the hairstyling business, it is the perfect day to talk about the history of the barbershop quartets. Maybe play some barbershop quartet music, maybe interview some barbershop quartet members, right? Now, you're probably going like, I don't even like barbershop quartet music, but you would be very surprised at the history of the barbershop quartets. You'd be very shocked. Trust me, I've done the research. All right, next on the agenda, it is National Pet Day. Not National Dog Day or Cat Day, it is Pet Day. So even if I wanted to talk about my coffee cup being my pet coffee cup, I can do that. No, seriously, it is National Pet Day. It's a day to celebrate your pets. If you have friends or followers, if your niche, lean in, if your niche, your demographic love pets and you don't love pets, it's still a day to ask them to celebrate their pets, right? To show their fur babies, to show their snakes, iguanas, whatever, okay? You'd have to ask me to show my pet rhino or my pet pig. I don't have either, but I would still have photos because those are my two favorite animals. And if I could, those would be my pets. All right, let's move on. It's National Cheese Fondue Day. Now, maybe you don't eat cheese. Maybe you're vegan and you make your own cheese. Maybe you have a childhood memory of cheese fondue. It's a perfect time to get in those inboxes, to maybe do a story, maybe to go to do an email series on cheese fondue. Let lean in again. When I was young, my favorite auntie mom, we call her Ma Dankins, right? Ma Dinkins. She used to do these cheese fondue parties, and OMG, it is like one of the most wonderful things that happened to me in my life. We would sit down, we would cut up the cheese, we would melt it, put it on skewers, and talk about life and learn things like civil mind control and how to settle our bodies, how to enjoy the moment, right? If you've had those experiences, it's the perfect time to talk about them. It's also the best time to do maybe Fondue Friday, where you get all your people together over Zoom and you all celebrate the fondue, right? It could be fountains and fondue, where you actually tell people to bring their favorite fountain drinks. Or it might be face painting fondues, where you get people, or you may teach like clowns or maybe makeup artists or whatever how to do makeup. Okay, all right. Anyway, enough of that. You want to go old school? I mean, like go way back. You want to? Okay. The 11th of April is also National 8-Track Day, Tape Day. It's National 8-Track Tape Day. Do you remember 8 tracks? Do you remember them? Do you remember cutting and splicing 8 tracks together to have your own mixtape? I might be telling my age, but it'll be okay. If you know about 8 tracks, right? If maybe you celebrated parties, maybe you had your own like little mixed track 8 track tape, maybe you had a favorite 8 track, you can go back and be nostalgic and talk about that, right? It's this is like a really great engagement. This would be a really great engagement post because those people who know that or love vintage items, maybe if they love that or vintage items, they would love to talk about 8 track tapes. I was actually thinking about those people who um, go to places like Goodwill, those vintage shoppers, and maybe do a day in the life of someone who hunts for 8-track tapes. All right. Last but not least, we're going to talk about National Submarine Day. I got on a submarine when I lived in San Diego. You see that face? People who can live in a submarine for extended periods of time, knowing that they are in the depths of water, are some brave folks. I didn't even think I was claustrophobic till I got in a submarine. Then I was like, oh, I couldn't do this. So if you have family members, maybe that are in the military, or maybe that do like treasure hunting, if you know someone who does those types of things, you can shout them out on National Submarine Day. Talk about their bravery, what it takes to be in close confined quarters with people. Okay? All right. So that's it for today's content creation ideas. If you have a day that you'd love me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section below and I'll cover it. See you tomorrow.